Hello, what type of laptop is best for swing trading? Any basic laptop you can get your hand on that has about 8 GB RAM or 237 GB for the storage should be good enough for you to start swing trading if you have a good internet, you have Wi-Fi connection with the laptop. You can open a browser and do your analysis, and I would suggest you use Dell or HP brand because I have experience with those and I like them. So for instance, I have this laptop here that is HP and it costs $268 or so. It's 8 GB. I'm not sure you'll be able to see, but it's 8 GB. I bought it at Walmart. The RAM is 8 GB and the storage is 237 GB, and it's touch screen, less than $300 and from Walmart. And I like to take it with me because I have think or swim platform that I downloaded to it. I like to take it with me. It's light, that way when I'm going to work I can take it with me and open think or swim platform on it and have it available. That way during my lunchtime, if I want to do some chart analysis, I can quickly do that. Log into my brokerage account to see if there is a stock I wanted to purchase or sell, and do that as well and get out. So having my own laptop with me helps do that. So it's a basic laptop, less than $300, that I can swing trade with. The one that I'm using right now, I bought it more for, it's more sophisticated. I bought it more for video editing purposes and for more work. So it has one T um, um, B memory for the storage and 32 GB, but and it costs about $1,500, and you don't need that level of computer to do your swing trading, because again you are not doing things like, as soon as the computer can log into your account, you just want a good internet so that you can see the price is selling right now. As for the computer and the chart analysis, is you are using maximum daily chart. You are now using like 5 minutes or 1 hour chart or 1 minute chart. You are using daily chart, and every single bar on the chart is a day time frame bar, is for 1 day. So therefore you don't need any precision analysis when you are looking at your chart with the up to non swing trading strategy we are using. When we look at BKNG that we wanted to analyze today, for instance, we have our support line that we want to buy at. So therefore we are going to compare where the price is to where we want to buy, because it's not highlighted in our watch list. That means we do not have it in our portfolio. Therefore buying is the goal. If you have it in the portfolio now, selling is the goal. So depending on what your next action is toward the particular stocks you are analyzing will determine how you do your analysis. For instance, BKNG, we want to buy at this support line or this one. Those are the support line passing by the valley of the mountain. Last time the market opened, which should be yesterday, it closed on green. That means the price at the end of the day was higher than the price in the morning when the markets open. We have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present. We have the price on the y-axis from 0 up. We do not have in our portfolio. That means our next action is to buy. Is it a buy or a no buy? By looking at it, my answer is a no buy. Why is that? Because Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the valley or is it coming from the top of the mountain? When we are looking at it, it's coming from the top of the mountain. So therefore, it's nowhere near where we want to buy. For that reason, it's not a buy for us next time the market open. Further, when you are looking at it, it pull back and start going up. So maybe it's not done climbing the mountain. It can continue climbing it up again. Again, because our next action is to buy, the answer is it's not a buy. It's nowhere near the valley. It's still around the peak of the mountain. Therefore, it's not a buy. If you purchase it, it's in your portfolio and you want to sell it, you'll compare where the price is to where you want to sell and ask yourself, is it a time to sell or is it a no sell? Again, based on our analysis, depending on where you purchase it, if you assume you purchase it around the valley line where it's living, even if you purchase it anywhere else, again, using our option and swing trading strategy, because you have to analyze the chart in relation to the strategy you are using to buy and sell the stock. With our non-option and swing trading strategy, since we want to buy at the valley, we want to make sure we stay a little bit longer in the trade before we sell it. Therefore, the last time it left this valley line was almost 3 years ago. So, and it has not come down yet. So therefore, you don't know when it's going to pull back. So if you purchase it somewhere here and you have been in the trade for that long, I think it's a good enough for you to get out. Again, you can go back to maximum monthly chart and take a look at the bigger picture to see last time it complete the cycle, because this one the cycle start but it has not ended yet. So the last time it complete the cycle is this area. So we can see how when it left this area, how long before it was done. It was in 2 years, and this time we have 1, 2, pretty much here and here will be 3 years. It's doing it in 3 years here, when here it did it in 2 years. So I think if you purchase it around this area and you are still in the trade, it's a good time maybe for you to sell it, lock in your profit, because again, unless you are sure, you don't know when it's going to be done climbing up and will decide to come back down to the valley and complete this cycle that it started in 2022 or so. So again, and it is a sharp growth here. So chances are this support line here is not the new valley line. Is supporting the upside wall of the mountain is climbing. So at some point it's going to pull back down. Where it's going to pull back down, I'm not entirely sure. We just assume it might try to use those two that it used in the past. He might decide that it's too low to come down all the way there. But until then, we are just going to continue analyzing it. We know for sure that we are not going to use short option and swing trading strategy. Therefore, we are not going to buy around the support line of the mountain that is climbing, since it's right there as well. If it's going to climb back up, it can be a short option line there, but we don't know when it's going to be done with this support line and decided to come back down. So therefore, we do not want to buy it around the support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain. We want to buy it at the valley line. So when you buy it at the valley line, you are going to hold on to it for a while until it reach all-time new high. From that point, it can continue for more than a year. So learning how to stay longer in the trade before you sell it, because next time you are going to find it again at the valley line could be years later. So stay longer in the trade to accumulate some profit is a skill I'm trying to work on as well, so that I do not get out too early and I do not overstay either. It is a process. We just have to enjoy the journey and keep improving ourselves and our skills as we go along and experimenting with those stocks. For that reason, I like to trade the same stocks over and over and over. And BKNG I traded in 2024 using short option and swing trading strategy. In 2025, I purchased around that support line, but was not sure when it's going to be done. So when it reached a new high there, because we are using maximum chart, is all-time new high when you see that highlight. So when it reached it, we sold it to get out of it. But again, it continued a little bit, pull back and continue higher up and pull back and so forth. So, but all-time new high here was not too far from the last time it reached it and we sold it. We can check at the end how much profit we made for holding it for that time frame, from probably March to May. Keep in mind that when I purchased it right there though, it went up, pulled back down a little bit before it started going up. So I became negative in it for a little bit before it became positive. So to do this chart analysis, there is now a precise, a precision needed. Therefore, a good computer, a laptop that can allow you to do this type of analysis that I just did to decide if I want to buy the next time the market open, let's say today, if I want to buy it or not. A simple laptop that can connect to an internet that is safe, a strong internet, I think, that you have, that it can connect it to, and the computer has a Wi-Fi for you to connect to internet is all you need. And then you can log into your account, like just swap account, the web, you log into your account online, and if there is a stock for you to buy or to sell, you can see the price. That's why the internet, the quality of the internet matter, because you can see the price that is selling at that time frame, the bid and the ask prices as well. What I like to do is just put a limit order, not a market order, but a limit order. So that means to buy, I want to buy not more than that price I'm setting. So if I'm placing that order while the market is open, I'll just put the price is selling at that time frame. I'll just put that as a limit order. It can sell it at a price lower than that, but up to that price, but no more than that. So if it does not go lower than that, it won't buy for me for that day. If I'm selling, I'll put that limit order as well, and then I'll put the price is selling at that time frame, and it will sell it at a price higher or no less than the price that I put. If it does not go higher than that, or it does not reach that price that I put, it won't buy, it won't sell it for me. So just place those orders and get out of my account is what I do. So it's now with this strategy, this swing trading strategy, there is now a high level of precision to the minute, to the second. Therefore, you don't need a powerful computer. You just need a basic good computer that you can use to start, and a good internet for you to log into your account. And be a little bit careful if you are using public internet. Be careful that that internet is secure and safe. So I'm not going to go too much into IT things, because I just use things, and like at work, the internet is safe enough, so therefore I use that to log into my things. But I work from home and I go to the office sometimes as well. So at home, the computer I'm recording on, I will have that with my chart open while I have my work computer, and I will work, so that once I'm taking my lunch break, I can just get my things down, because I have things open from the beginning of the day. So to do your chart analysis like that, you just need a simple computer, and a minimum like this is good for you. If you find a computer that has 16 gigabytes, like this computer has 32 gigabytes for the RAM, it's going to be faster. For instance, it opened our account faster than this one. So 16 gigabyte could be a pricier for the RAM. 32 gigabyte could be pricier as well. If you find 32 gigabyte for the RAM, So those two, 16 gigabyte for the RAM or 32 gigabyte for the RAM, if you can look for them and see if they are on sale. If they are on sale and you can afford to buy them, you can buy them. So they are going to be faster processing for you. But the minimum is going to be those two, because again, when you are opening, you are leaving things open on your computer, is occupying some space, is occupying some memory. For instance, when I put this here, it's saying memory usage. I don't know if that's true or not, but when you are opening browser and things like that, it occupies some storage, some of your capacity. So therefore, certain things can be slow to open if you have too many windows open on your computer. So, and having a higher level of RAM and a good amount of storage, those things can open faster for you. This computer is a Dell, and I have not been opened it yet, but it was purchased on sale. I'm not sure I'll see the price here, but it is around, it's 1 TB and 15.6 inches wide, and I believe it's 32 gigabytes. So, and it's for the kids. It's around 500. It was on sale. So it's pretty much the same specification as the computer I'm recording on. 32 gigabyte, 1 TB for the storage, 32 gigabyte for the RAM. The difference between the two is my keyboard has lights under the keyboard. I'm using Nestono keyboard here, but I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it has lights underneath it. Like in the dark, I'll be able to see the keys. So this computer has that. But again, I paid $1,500 for that, and this one was on sale, and we paid about maybe $500 after the fee, after the tax, and we have 3 kids, so we bought 3. It's for the kids. They are very rough on their computers, but I like to have computers for them because I have schedule for them that they follow. Like when they are off at school or during the weekend to read, they'll read book, they'll write, and then online they will write. That way they can keep learning how to type, KYT ways, and they will do math online because again their school have software apps that they can access from their Google Classroom. Therefore, they can do math, they can do science, and then they have 2 hours to use the computer to do some other activity that they are interested in. Some draw, some watch YouTube things. So pretty much, I like to keep learning, but in a fun way. So they choose what they are going to do, but they know that they are going to read a book, they are going to write, to practice writing, then they are going to type writing, they are going to do math, they are going to do science. That way they are doing a little bit of all of those education wise, even when they are at home. So therefore, having a laptop for them, for me, is a must, even though they are very rough with it, at least some of them. So when they get frustrated at the computer, they might kick it, hit the keys. And I said, like, you want things to buy things for your kids so that they have things, they learn certain things that you learn as an adult. You want them to learn early, and they take it for granted, and they are rough on things. But again, should we hold that against them? So I'm hesitant to give it to them, but I'm going to give it to them because the one they are using now, they have it for a year. But again, the computer was not a brand name either, but I don't think it should be a reason. The computer was not a good quality. That's why going forward, I just want to stay with the one that I have experience with and I like. I have good experience with Dell or HP. So if you can find those brands, unless there is a brand that you have experience with and you like, you go with that. With ball level in the past, I'm okay with it, but I just find that those two works just fine. So again, I'm using Windows. That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm using. So I cannot really tell you about the other. My kids use Chrome, but this is Windows is what I'm using. So those are the specifications I can share with you when it comes to a laptop you can use. But again, you can even use your cell phone for the platform as well. I just have not done it before, therefore I just don't think I would prefer you buy a laptop when you are going to swing trade. Once you start making money, if you want to buy a more sophisticated computer, you can go with that. But other than that, you don't need any wide screen or anything like that. 15.6 wide screen work just fine. I was looking for something smaller to take to work. The smaller the screen, the more expensive it was. So this is 15 or so, I think, but inches. But it's lighter because the memory is smaller, so it's lighter than this one that I'm recording on. So that is pretty much, we just did our chart analysis for today, and we explain the type of laptop that is best for swing trading. Just to start, it's okay. Just make sure you have a good internet to rely on. It's not so much about the computer, it's more about the type of internet you are using, so that you can log into your things, and get your analysis done and get your trade place. But as for the laptop, you just want that to be good enough for you to be able to log into your internet Wi-Fi ways and be able to open your mobile trading platform. That's why you are using your web, not mobile, your web platform. That's why you are using online platform. Or if you download it to your desktop, you want to download it to your desktop the way I have it, you can do that. And and then you can just go from there. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments, and thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninaso.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. The way we just analyze BKNG, if you are unsure, you are doing your analysis well, and you want some live practice and a feedback, for you practicing and have a feedback if you are doing it well, will you please check our online store liberdownload.com for our next small group online workshop coming Saturday, December 27, 2025. Thank you. For more in this video series, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video, how to start swing trading step by step using long option lines. And we have more swing trading related playlists in the description of this video as well. Thank you and happy holidays.